All right, we're in here with John Lewis and Coach Andre Wise. I'm Austin Silvey with the Evening Sports Page. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves, Coach Wise. Who are you and what do you do? And
Okay, well, my name is Coach Wise. I'm the senior operation manager, senior scout for TYGTAL Exposure. We are NCAA certified compliant scouting service. So my job is to make sure the whole operation get ran, and we find and scout out kids all over the country to expose to college coaches to get scholarship opportunities.
and John?
I'm John Lewis from Energy Fitness in the Phenon Zone. And what I do is do the movements for View Day to make sure we're showing flexibility, coordination, explosiveness, and athleticism. And I'm just a coordinator for just putting that all together to show the coaches, parents, and just a new way of doing things.
And when you mentioned that, obviously, View Day, we've been pushing this and doing it for about a month now, going into week 5. Where did the inspiration for View Day come from, and why is it so important, not just in the recruiting process, or not just for coaches in the recruiting process, but also for the players to experience a bunch of different things?
Well, the way that View Day came about is, of course, as I started, TYGTAL is an NCAA certified scouting service. And of course, just like most other companies, for years, we do showcases. But what we was doing with our showcases, and we always have, we were doing live streaming showcases to all the colleges, showing the field activity, breaking it down per position. So if a kid came to one of our showcases, he could showcase his individual talent. We never did testing. We never ran the 40. We did all position movement type stuff for the colleges. So when the coronavirus or COVID-19 hit, and we saw ahead of the curve, we saw that colleges were shutting down, recruiting was shutting down. They went to dead periods. It was no spring evaluation. It's no summer camp. So we decided, we put a team together, and we decided to come up with what we call View Day, stand for Virtual Individual Exposure Workouts. And with View Day, with the social distance and all the stuff that went behind the coronavirus, that allowed us to use our platform and use our partners and affiliates around the country in different ways to let a kid stay at home in his own atmosphere, don't have to travel, but to be able to put him and his brand in front of college coaches and work out. And a lot of kids don't get it because they say, Coach, well, what about the
Coach,
go ahead, John. Go ahead, John. All right, go ahead.
No, can you explain more when you said the brand?
Okay, so the brand of View Day, putting the brand together, we went out, and first thing we said, hey, we got to have somebody that can run these drills and run the drills and show the colleges exactly what they wanted to see, which is movement, flexibility, bendability, flipping your hips, things like that, because most colleges was telling us that the reason why they redshirting guys, because they got to teach them how to flip hips and bend and flexibility. So the first person came to mind was, let's go knock on the door of Energy Fitness, which is an affiliate of ours and has been one for over 10 years. And we know John Lewis, known as J. Lou, was all about that movement. So we reached out to J. Lou and said, J. Lou, we have this View Day we want to put together. We would like for you to be a part of it. Of course, John Lewis said, man, I'm all in. But then that is not where we stopped at. We went on and we said, okay, we want to show the whole 9 yards of a kid. We want people to know who this kid is. Y'all got to realize, highlight films don't tell you the backstory on the kid. Don't tell you nothing about it. Just tell them, can he run, jump, and how many games they won in tackles. But what about the kids? So we reached out to Austin Silvey with ESP and said, Austin, you the best person in the world to get these kids to tell their stories, tell their own thing. So we need you to interview these kids at the same token. So when we interview these kids, the colleges really get to see who this kid is, how he speaks, what he like, how to recruit him, how they gonna get him, what his home life, his whole backstory. So when we put those pieces together, we turned around, and that's what our brand started standing for View Day. That's the brand of View Day, getting people that has that why syndrome. Understand this, everybody that's watching. Everybody that's in our brand and in this group has a why. It has nothing to do with the money. It ain't got nothing about the lavish lifestyle. Heck, look at us, all of us, plain Jane, and we ain't got no Gucci and this and Chanel on, because we're all about the kids. We have a why. Everybody wants to help the kids. So when we put this brand together, the View Day brand, as we call it, which TYGTAL is one of the front runners, the brand of View Day came together because we was out one common goal: get these kids in front of college coaches that cannot come out to see them and evaluate them, so that they can have an opportunity to better themselves in life. And that's what the brand is all about. It ain't about Energy Fitness. It's not about TYGTAL. It's not about ESP. It's all about that kid. And so far, the brand has been doing wonders in the last 4 weeks. I think just scholarship offers, I think we done had 50 or 60. Interest, we done had another 200. Then this is what's so nice of what the brand is doing, Austin. But at the same time, getting the scholarships, that's cool. Getting the offers, that's cool. But kids are coming back and saying, wow, we didn't know we couldn't move. Wow, that's why I can't run that 40 fast enough. Wow, that's why that guy across town that I thought I was better than got a chance for the scholarship, and I didn't, because he was doing the little things that he could bend. Was flexible. He could move. But only thing I know, we win a championship. So that's what the brand is about. The brand is about the kids. Whether that's, and yes, we do the academic piece too, whether that's getting scholarship offers now, or getting scholarship offers later, or just plain on simple developing the student athlete from the athletic side all the way to the academic side, and then put a period on it with ESP from the character building side, and teaching you how to interview and showing you what these colleges want to know. And Austin, the brand has colleges from all over the country. And I will say, not just the colleges, we got student athletes as far as from California, New York, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina be on View Day each and every day. So, hey man, I can go miles and miles, y'all, talk about the brand. And this is a great brand that we are building.
And John, what is it exactly about when we're going through the standard View Day session? What are some of the things that you focus on the most? Obviously, the quick twitch, flexibility, bendability, all that kind of stuff. Why is that stuff the main focus, and why is that so important for players?
First of all, I'm gonna break it down, those 4 little categories, 4 to 5 categories. Flexibility. It's gonna tell if that kid is flexible that he's gonna have injury prevention. He know he's not gonna come in with a hamstring problem, rotator cuff. We're gonna see weaknesses that he may have, ankles, just balance. Then when we go to quick twitch, it's gonna show if he's quick enough. If he say he's really quick, it's gonna really tell if his hips are quick in the front, the side, the back, cross, just the movements of his body. Then when you go to explosiveness, we can see how he put more energy and thrust into how he gets to that highest point, how he gets a crossways out the side of his hips jumping. Can he just jump on one leg in movement? Can he twist in one leg? Then you'll go to athleticism. I got to re-emphasize this. A lot of people out there, I don't even get on social media, but I know they are doing too much skill. Skill. A little bit of sprint work, a little bit of athleticism. They doing skill and lifting. and they lose their athleticism. So when I put them in position to show their athleticism, you can see them fumbling all over the place, not under control, don't have no control of their hips, their upper body, they flying all over the place. But when they can understand athleticism means control in movement. And then just cognitive skills. Can you listen? I'm giving you 2 commands. And if I feel that I didn't explain it, I'm explaining it another way, but you need to get it. Because these college coaches, and don't even think about it, pro level, they want you to know, and they want you to know quick. Because the higher you go, the quicker you need to respond to what they're responding to. So that's what it's all about.
And what is the main reason that kids shouldn't? Obviously, when you're looking at View Day and you go to sign up, there's a cost to it. And generally, a lot of people may look at that and they'll say, okay, well, I don't know about this. I don't know, what this is, who they are necessarily. A lot of kids are looking for that name brand, like a Rivals camp. They know the term Rivals, but what is it about View Day that makes it just worth the investment? Regardless, like there's no guarantees in recruiting. That's the number one thing. I see that put out there too much from companies saying we guarantee exposure, guarantee an offer. There's no such thing as a guarantee in recruiting.
Definitely.
So what is it about View Day and what we're doing that makes it worth the investment?
It's a couple of things about View Day that I want to mention because you said that. First of all, we look at every athlete come through View Day the same. We don't care you're a 5-star because we ain't trying to write articles on you to make money. We don't care if you, the lowest man on the totem pole never hit the field. This gives you an opportunity to come in and display and have what we call an end game. The end game is what do you get out of it? Some of those events, Austin, you're talking about, let me give you a T-shirt. Let me let you run around and buy. You come to this brand. This is the first thing. Let's back up a little bit, Austin. And we still talking about View Day. The first thing happened with View Day, because I want to walk the dog for everybody. First thing happened to View Day before anything goes down. When you do your registration, you actually filling out a TYGTAL exposure athletic questionnaire. Why a questionnaire? Because we take all your information and we pass it on to the college coaches that you put on this form. Or the college coaches that have subscription with us. Don't forget, I keep telling you, we're an NCAA certified scouting service. What do that mean? That means we got coaches and colleges that have subscriptions with us that can log into our system and find out everything on you they need to know. Because half of y'all don't understand. They don't even know who you is. I don't care how many D1s came off your team. I don't care how many touchdowns you ran. I don't care how many stars you got. There's still a lot of schools don't even know your name, don't have a clue. Just because you got a database letter in the mail, that don't mean they recruiting you. That just means you were somewhere and they bought your information to reach out to you. So what we do is we get all your information first. You remember, when you go to View Day and TYGTAL expo.com and register, it asks you, what's your mama name? What's your daddy's name? What's your highlight film? Even doggone, we asking for your gaming tag now because the college is telling us that they want to play the Xbox and PlayStation with you. Whatever those guys ask us to get on you, your transcript, this and that, we got it. So don't get it twisted. That before you even see a J. Lou. That before you even talk to an Austin Silvey. You automatic there. That right there is priceless. You know how many kids over the last 10 years that has got $500,000 deals just by putting in that questionnaire? So that's why that first price of $60 is so important, because you could literally spend $60.
Coach,
yes, sir.
Coach,
yes, sir.
One thing, I think they missed that. They just missed that $1 million. You talking about that investment that you're saying to pay a service, but the upside of the amount of money you're getting for a scholarship is
Correct.
the $1 million. We talking about 4, and that's saying you're going 5 to 6 years, you're getting different degrees. You're talking
Correct.
about the money you will accumulate in the long run for
Correct.
that short-time investment, because usually the investment used to be in high school, but now it's all the way to middle school,
Correct.
all the way to high school. So you're talking about 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years of an investment that could turn into millions, that could put a person in position for success in their degrees. Correct. And in athletics. So it's a double standard. You get money for school, for your career, and you get money for athletics that could be a career. So it's Correct. A double to that one investment of putting your package together.
Correct. So going back to View Day, and John, that was great you brought up, but going back to View Day, so that's the first piece of it, okay? And understand this, Austin, I got to take my time and explain this. I want to go back to something that you said. You said TYGTAL brand or View Day brand is not a Nike or a rival, this and that. Let me ask a question to you fellas. If those guys been through 100,000 kids this year and only 150 got scholarships versus we went through 200 last year and 150 of them got scholarships, who won today? One reason you don't recognize the brand, because we don't get in people's circle. If we don't believe in the product, we don't dog people's product. We just don't get involved in it. Everything TYGTAL stands for, because we've been in business, Austin, over 10 years. Everything we stand for, remember this word, has to have an end game. If it don't have an end game, Coach Wise and the brand and the crew don't want to have nothing to do with it. If you don't get nothing out of it. But let me even go back, because I want to finish explaining. Now, don't get it twisted. If y'all go check our track record, we put more guys in Power 5 than almost anybody else. You know why you don't know? Because we're not like some of these camera picture taking guys. That's my guy. But we can pick up the phone any day of the week. And if y'all go to the website and pick a name, I'll put you on the phone with him. And he's not going to say, oh, Coach who? TYGTAL who? He's going to say, no, that's the brand I came through. So first of all, getting back to View Day. So you got that whole package right there that you just got your name put in a national database, and it ain't me or us that get a coaching what we want them to see. It's you, because you filling out the application. If you want them to have pictures, upload your picture. You want to have more video, upload your video. Whatever you want. Then, Austin, still, before we get to the View Day piece, okay, before we get to the John Lewis workout, then we say, okay, now you done register for View Day. But what we want you to do is make an appointment with the great Austin Silvey to be interviewed. Interview for the colleges. And Austin got all the questions that the colleges want to know. These ain't questions, people, that we want to know. We getting the information directly from the coaches. He want to know, what is your why? Why you play football? Why you want to go to college? What you do every day? All y'all out here talking about I grind, no days off. Some of y'all need to check yourself, because y'all taking every day off. Y'all just, what they said, John, for the gram, they doing it for the gram. And if you got to do it for the gram, you already doing it wrong. Because if you got to have a camera around you just to work out, dude, you're doing it for the wrong reason. You know, as I used to tell all our athletes, even my son, what we do behind closed doors is what makes us great, not what everybody sees and everybody can see. So then you done got your interview in. Anything, when you talk to Austin, it's a candid conversation. He ain't drilling you. He ain't trying to bring out the negative. He don't want to know what you're doing in the hood. He want to know about you. You get to explain yourself to him. If you think you're being slept on, tell the coach why you being slept on. If you wanted them to know that you're a high academic guy and you believe in your study, tell them. You get to do all that, but we talking about $60. Now, I'm already past $60, but View Day is only $60, John. But hold on, let me keep moving. Let me keep shaking. So a lot of these clowns tell y'all out here, oh, parents, go out here and build a relationship with a college coach. I even seen a knucklehead the other day say, what y'all need to be doing during the quarantine is finding the position coach that you play with the school and recruit and reach out to them. Good luck, because if they answer you, I'm going to give you $1 for every time you get a a call back and an answer. Because those coaches is not sent by a phone and by a computer waiting for you to call. It's all about relationships or the people like us that do what we do. Every day we have coaches call. We have coaches call, hey man, we couldn't get the view day today, and we know y'all pre-recorded it and we can get the record, but tell us who was on there, man, that we missed. And if we saw you and you moving, because we on there, you moving right, I gotta tell them about you. But John, that's on $60, right? If we still on that $60 and we still got more to give, then after you do your interview, do y'all understand, John, I'm gonna toot your horn, man, who Jay Lou is? Jay Lou is a world-renowned trainer. Jay Lou, so humble, man. He told y'all all the guys he done dealt with, from the celebrities to the NFL guys to the Major League Baseball guys. This is not a little-time guy, but what we said at TYGTAL, we only go get the best for the kids we deal with. We only want the best to be on our brand. We only want the best in our circle that understand it's all about the kid. Then, Austin, that's $60. We come back, review day. Come back, review day, do the view day deal. Matter of fact, John, it's so funny to me, man, that you doing view day and you last about 35, 40 minutes, and them kids act like they done played the whole football game for 2.5 hours on that little workout. But they said no days off, right, John?
That's it.
Okay, so that tells you a lot. So now we still talking about that $60 though, right, Austin? That we charge, and but for what? We forgot to give you a T-shirt, so we can charge $125. We forgot to tell you you can rank. And by the way, let me go back again, Austin, because they don't know this. TYGTAL is an NCAA certified scout service. So guess what that means too, Austin? We get to rank kids. We can give you them 5 stars. But to me, John, why I'm going to give you 5 stars if you good on the field and got an F in the classroom? You ain't going to nobody's school. We got a star ranking system, but we just don't brag on it because, again, those guys told me, man, I'm old school. I've been out here. These guys told me, look here, why? We go off potential. Let me tell y'all something. Jay Lou might back it up. Potential ain't nothing if it don't get pushed out of you. Everybody in the world got potential, but potential has to be pushed. And if it's not pushed, it ain't nothing. Just like the guys used to say, what they say, hard work beat talent, any day talent don't work hard. That's potential. Okay, that's potential. We just took, and we talking about that $60 still, y'all. You got view day, but now we just took a young man. Y'all seen him blowing up out here. Man, that man picking up offers every day. And that guy was a D lineman coming in the view day, coming out of the season. Coach said, oh, we like him. After the view day stuff and the training he getting now, they said, oh, hold on. This kid is an outside linebacker. Oh, this kid is a D lineman. Because the athleticism and what we done showed, and then they seen the video and they seeing clips, they said, oh, man, we got to recruit this kid. We got to have this kid. But guess how much he got charged, John? Guess how much he got charged, Austin? $60. I pay more than $60 a month just to keep my dang on website up. And people complain about $60. $60? $60 for a $500,000 scholarship? No, $60 and 40, like John say. Let's forget about the NFL. Let's forget about the pro league. $60 get you a $500,000 scholarship and $1 million salary because you got the right degree and you famous the rest of your life. But how much did you spend, John? $60 just to get it right. So I'm gonna shut up after this. I got a question. What's the difference from you spending $1,000 and getting nothing versus spending $60 and got the capability to do it again, $500,000? Wow. So some of these events y'all going to, fellas, y'all spending the big money, travel, all that. Y'all spending all the big money and thousands and thousands of dollars with no end game, but you complain about $60. And a lot of you, I'm gonna call you out. John, I gotta call them out. A lot of y'all scared of view day because you know you ain't got flexibility. You know you ain't got building ability. You know you can't get pop, but you've been training all this time, and you the main one on the Instagram and on the Twitter talking about no days off. I challenge any of y'all, come to View Day one time. And if View Day don't get you way, don't change your mind, I'll refund you every dime you pay for View Day because it ain't even about the money. I'm sorry, Austin and John, man. Go ahead.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
And like, obviously, you know, I don't want to disparage any other, you know, company that does things, showcase. Right. Obviously, they've made a name. A lot of people made a name for themselves. They're doing their own thing. That's fine. But I see it too often on social media I follow a lot of kids on social media. I like to see how they interact with other people, what they're doing, what they're about. Social media exposes a lot of guys, and good some and some bad. But a lot of them are like, they get excited, and even some of these companies that are doing these showcases are promoting what they can give you, whether it be a shirt or who's involved or who is going to be speaking one day, or like there's a bunch of things they promote, and that's fine. That's all well and good. If you want to go, I'm not going to disparage them for that. But it's like, what is the kid actually getting? Not what is he receiving as a gift, but what is he getting from the experience? Like, what are you providing? And it always bugs me to see that, but I don't know, for some reason, it's like a lot of these kids just they're not fully grasping, I think, what this whole recruiting process is about, what it is, what we're in the middle of. I mean, no camps, there's no junior days, no official visits. Coaches will tell you every day that those official visits and junior days and camps are huge because they get to see kids that maybe they haven't seen before. They get to actually talk with them one-on-one. They get to interact with them. It's just a lot of things that they do at these things that they can't do now because coaches are a lot more reserved. They're going to be a little more cautious of who they pick, who they offer. So these kids got to realize, look, you can hit a coach up on Twitter all day. I saw a post the other day. Somebody said a coach could post about his dog dying. The kid's going to post, "Coach, check me out. Here's my huddle."
Right.
And the thing is, they do. I look at every coach's post I see. There's kids under there. Just check me out, check me out. And look, that's fine. Promote yourself. But you can't just depend on that, because those coaches are going to come back and also say, and I've seen a couple coaches post it, look, we can't go through all these notifications. Coaches don't go through all their emails all day. They don't just sit there waiting for you to come to them. They're out there looking, but they're not just scrolling through Twitter and like, oh, okay, we'll check him out. Next one, because they get 300, 500, 600 notifications. So View Day it's not just a chance to do something, to showcase, to work out. You're literally in front of college coaches. Like you said, coaches are signed up through the database. They can go back and watch it. They can watch the interviews. They can watch the training. They can watch all of this. And it's like direct exposure. We're just the mediator for it. They're not having to promote themselves on the database to get a coach to potentially look. Coaches are there already.
Right. Also, I want to interject something I was holding back, but I want to explain something to these kids, man. Man, I've been in the game over 20 years, okay? I got personal relationship with college coaches, from head Power 5 coaches down. Listen, these kids got it twisted. When you most times you go to these camps, especially these mega camps, man, them colleges ain't looking to find no kids. They ain't even trying to evaluate half of the kids. They might got a list, about 5 kids on their list that they really looking at, and they already know majority about them. You got to understand, you got to win the day, because I'm not telling you not to go to camps. I'm not telling you that, but understand how the game is played. And then you said, Austin, about the Twitter and the email. Man, do y'all understand these bigger schools? The coach ain't even the one that's recruiting you. They got a whole department that sit behind them that recruits, that find people and tell them, hey, D-line coach, go check this kid out. Hey, this and that. But if y'all, listen, I'm just going to call a spade since we're on the John and us. TYGTAL Exposure never emails a coach, and we would never email coaches. If we don't have the direct cell number to that coach, that coach don't, that means that coach ain't interested in nothing that we got to say. Because we got to have direct contact. I can call the coach right now while we on this Zoom and say, Coach, I just seen a kid that I think y'all like. He going to take my word and he going to say, well, Coach, what about the test score? What about this? Tell me more about the kid, this and that. And guess what? I can sit here and tell them because we done broke down every kid, especially the ones that come through View Day. So, Austin, you right. It ain't about the camps. I mean, it's good to go to camp, man, get some workout, man, go against the next man to get your game tighter. But so many kids is trying to perform at camps to show out. Somebody said, I think the rapper Plies say, if you go to a camp, go up with the 5-star, and then they see you, man, them coaches ain't studying you. Because it's all about that kid that's on their list. I done been at Austin. Man, I'm breaking it down. I done been at high school game on the sideline with coaches. And that kid make a heck of a play. I said, Coach, you don't like that guy over there? Oh, yeah, he pretty good. Somebody pick him up, but that dude right there is who we here to see. Don't get it twisted. Man, Austin, man, John, this whole thing is twisted because nobody ain't educating these young folks on how recruiting really go. They telling these parents and these kids all these myths that ain't true, and that's what they running after. That's why they running after some of these events just because I'm going to bring in a pro player to talk. Hey, that's the case. I got 5 or 6 of them. Say, Coach Wise, we'll come and speak at everything you got. And matter of fact, let me mention, 4 of them came through the TYGTAL brand. We don't need that. That's not our end game. Our end game, look, I challenge every kid and every parent out here, and I'm not talking about nobody brand. I challenge this. Go and look what the motivation and mission of different companies is. If you find their motivation and mission, you'll understand where they're going. A lot of people say, I want to help kids. A lot of people say, I want to help kids get in school. No, they don't. A lot of people want to get kids so they can take a picture to write an article on them to sell around the country for $9.99 and make millions of dollars. That's the motive. I ain't got no problem with that if that's your mission. Okay, you got some people say, I'm going to play 7-on-7 and we're going to travel the country, this and that. If that's your mission, cool. TYGTAL saying, we not only want to help you get an opportunity, we want to prepare you so when the opportunity comes, you can take it. And that's from developing your athletic skill, developing your character, developing your academic side. Because I'm telling y'all, man, it's so many of these kids and 5 stars, quote, that ain't got no grades. But they saying that John and Austin, they sleeping on me. So I ain't mean to do that, Austin. But man, hey, you touch a nerve there. Go ahead.
Austin, I just want to recap what he was saying from the scientific kinesiology component is that on View Day and what I've been observing through studying the film is that you'll see a kid come on there with anatomy, good anatomy or what have you. Soon as we start flexibility, I know he ain't not going to have a quick twitch. I already know. And when we start doing the balancing and we go to a drill, he's going to be fumbling already. Just from the warm-up, I already can single out, predict what his movement going to be. And that's up to him to prove me wrong. But I can tell by the flexibility. We can even see, I tell a kid in place, don't even run a 40. I say, set up for your 40, turn sideways. Wrong hand down, feet all together. When he try to reach out like the pros and then come back and then he sit back in it, you done messed the whole thing you did to set up for it. I know he's going to run 4.7, 4.8 already by his start. Wrong hand down, you can tell. I say, set up for your shuttle and you're running right. Put the wrong hand down. That means he hasn't done no combine training. He don't even care about what the pros do for the combine. He should have a concept of it. And then when you say, set up for your position, you're a linebacker, set up, turn right, turn left. They tilt too far, bent over too much. We can tell they don't have no good balance, no coordination. Already, before they even get to the drill, we talking about the very essential concept you should develop in park and recreation. in park and recreation. You in high school or middle school, your setup should be even perfected. And also, it's just and through studying it as well, the conditioning piece don't even make any sense. They say they've been working, they've been going to the skill trainer or whatever they've been doing. We're only going 30 to 45 minutes. And it's like they fumbling and they posture. They putting their hands here and just letting their body go. It's an interview. Some of them don't even know how to interview to sell themselves. And they're like, but I can play though. He can play though. It's like, how you gonna stay on the field game after game without being conditioned? So Austin, that's what I see from a science perspective. Even before they even get the open field, they can't do it in place.
And what are some things that you do throughout a workout? Like, it's position specific, obviously.
Right.
Do you, when you're looking at guys and watching them do, starting just the first couple drills, you get a feel for who they are, what they can do, what they're capable of. Do you do certain drills after that based on what you've seen so far, or do you just kind of have that a preset thing that you're doing for them, or do you like kind of maneuver, like say, okay, one kid looks a little like doesn't have great balance or something, but the other kid looks really good at that. Do you kind of do drills to help bring the other one along, or do you kind of incorporate, or is everything set?
I have to be non-biased. Because you got some that come on view day and they may try again and they thinking they doing the same drill. It might be similar, but I done changed it up. I have so much material that they're not gonna ever catch up because I can situate it so differently, with hand movements, and I can do it with one leg with one hand movement. So some of them ask, so what we gonna do? If you got athleticism or what have you, and you can't do it in a certain box, I don't know what to say. So it's set, but I'm always switching it up to throw them off, to make sure they can, because it's not going to always be the same on the field. It's not going to be the same when you go from coach to coach. This coach got fired and he tell you, you need to do this. You got to make the adjustments and adjust to what the coach is saying. So it'll be a similar, but I'm going to change it and tweak it so they never catch up to what's really going to happen.
I got a question for you, John, because this question has been asked to me. If you had to speak to a kid right now that never came to view day, how would you tell him to prepare, or what to expect, or what would you say to him if he never been to a view day? Because a lot of them call me, Coach, what are we going to do? Coach, I'm scared. Coach, I'm nervous. Coach, is it going to be fast? What would you say to that young man that came to view day that this be his first time ever coming?
I have to go from training boxers. You'll never know when you get in that ring. You'll never know when you get in that ring. So what you do is knowing that your preparation, Navy SEALs, they never know when they fit to go into whatever situation, but they have prepared and did simulations that they have the confidence to prepare and show a success no matter what. But the ones who nervous know that they haven't been that so-called grinding or haven't been in different situations to prepare. Because confidence is confidence. And then body, the body is going to do but so much. Your body is not going to twist like an owl and all the way around. So it's either left, right, bend down, forward, up and down. That's it. So I just have to say that, if they know they've been preparing and if they're scared, is that this is going to be a learning tool for them to watch and then go prepare better. If it's not with me, some other trainer, they need to say, hey, I need to work on this because I don't think I felt proficient in that. Can you do some simulations that'll help me improve?
Right, Austin, I got a question for you. My question to you, Austin, is when you interview these guys, because you got the privilege to interview every one of these guys before we even see them. What advice would you give to these young guys prior to your interview? I know you treat them like with kid gloves and you don't, you don't make them scream like the lawyer do when somebody on the stand. But what advice would you give these young student athletes when they interview? How? I never interviewed before. Give me the layout of what they should look for.
I mean, really, kind of just to put a spin on what I do. I've interviewed players at Clemson. I cover Clemson football, athletics. I've been to the Senior Bowl down in Mobile. I've interviewed players going to the NFL. And communication in the interview process, being interviewed, being able to answer questions confidently, boldly, without giving too much away, with that kind of stuff, that is just as much a part of the college and pro experience as the practices and the games. Like you're obligated at some point to meet with media, to talk with people, to communicate. And coaches love to see guys that know how to communicate, that are confident in themselves. So really just what I'm doing is obviously asking the questions that coaches have provided us, things they want to know, things that kind of give the kid an opportunity to not just, show his communication skills, but also display his character, express himself freely. Like it's just tell him it's a candid conversation. I'm just asking a couple questions. Just talk to me like we're meeting for talk to me like I'm a coach. Like I'm just wanting to get to know you. Who are you? Why do you do what you do? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Why do you train? Why do you play football? What is your story? What's your why? What is the reason? What do you look for at a college? What do you look for in a football program? Like just things that these are coaches' questions. So just, don't look at me as like this intimidating guy on the screen. Like, all right, if I don't answer this perfectly, man, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Just it's a candid conversation. I'm just asking some questions and just giving you a chance, whether you're a talker or you're more introverted, it doesn't matter. Just answer the question honestly, be true to who you are. Don't try to sell me some facade of who you are. Don't put on a mask. Just be real. I mean, I've had kids talk about how they're going through some health issues that they're battling through and still want to overcome them. Kids that have been through foster systems and had to battle some things that I personally, I can't imagine. And they're out there still working. And that kind of stuff speaks volumes, not just to me, but to everybody, to friends, family, coaches, everybody. And so just advice, just look, be honest, be real. Don't try to fancy it up with fancy words. Just be true to who you are and answer it honestly. And that's really the best advice I can give. Just be real.
Well, I want to piggyback on that for a second, Austin, because I think people really need to know what's going on with View Day and what our View Day really is accomplishing. And since you said that, Austin, we had a young man, y'all, which was really is a 2019 graduate that I personally held out of college for a year. First of all, we had to get the test scores up a little bit, got him up 120 points. He needs 10 more points. They cancel all the SATs, and we were 10 points short. And then when this young man came to one of our showcases last year, he came to me, y'all, and he said, hey, coach, every time I go over there and drink water, my mouth get even more thirsty. And I looked at myself being a diabetic. I said, oh man. So I told his mama, this kid, we was at a showcase in Georgia. This kid was out of South Carolina, man. And I told his mama, as soon as you get him back to South Carolina, because we carry, remember I keep saying about the end game, make sure you go get him a physical. By the time she got him back to South Carolina, set up the physical, and they did the blood work, he was on the way home. The hospital called his kid mom and said, get him straight to the emergency room. His blood sugar was 720. Okay? TYGTAL took that kid and his family, man, and we held that kid's hand and his family hand, and we holding their hand now. The other day, he came to View Day. Because remember, I told you I held him out. And everybody in the world told this kid what he won't be in life, what he can't be in life, what he can't overcome. You got diabetes, you dumb, you can't pass the test, this and that. And I told that kid and his family, a year ago, man, and I'm taking my time because it's near and dear to me. Dude, you can do anything you want to do, as long as you keep working and go hard. Austin, I appreciate you, man, because this kid came to View Day, and he was one of the kids that Austin interviewed. And a coach called me the other day, had a $50,000 a year scholarship for this kid. And he said, Coach, only thing that scared me is his test score is a little low to get in our school. I said, hold on, Coach. Let me explain to you why his test score is low. So I explained, and I'm going to put it out there. The kid went through school in math, and they passed him through, and our SAT prep lady had to reteach this kid how to do math, okay? Then they canceled the SAT. And I told the coach that, and coach said, okay, I'm going to take this to my admission office. I said, no, coach, you don't have to. I said, then I told him about the diabetes. And then coach said, okay, well, we good. We should be able to get him in. I said, no, don't listen to me. And I went and pulled, Austin, the interview you did with that kid. And I sent that interview to that coach. I said, Coach, I shouldn't have to say nothing else. You ain't even got to say nothing to your admission office, just give them the interview. Those people called me back, Austin, with tears in their eyes, because that kid said, you got it out of him, Austin. And that's why I appreciate you, man. That kid told about how hard he worked in the classroom trying to get this test score, but everybody already had counted him out, but Coach Wise and them didn't, and he was going to make it in life no matter what. He told you about his diabetes problem, that he scared his own know what when he was taking shots, and Coach Wise called him every morning and said, what's your blood sugar compared to mine, because you're a competitor and we're going to compete on blood sugar levels. And that kid got a chance, Austin, to tell his story, man, to tell his story to the world, and we got it on video, man. And that right there got that kid, man, a $50,000 scholarship with that school. They said, Coach, not only do we want him, we want him to come and be an advocate for kids with diabetes in our community. View Day works, man. It works a lot of different ways. I wish people that are look and listen to this will understand. It's not about an offer. It's not about the get rich quick scheme. It's not about the right now. It's about the development and putting your story together so when it's time for it to be told, nobody ain't got to tell it but you, because we got the film to tell it. Then I told the coach, I said, but Coach, you going off his high school film 2019. Let me shoot you some clips of all the showcases he came with to TYGTAL, because why? We record everything. We always keep cameras around us. And now I ain't got to say he did good at this one. I gave it to him. Coach said, man, do you got more guys like that? That's why View Day is so important to me, Austin. That's why TYGTAL exposure is so important. That's why I appreciate guys like J. Lou that's 100% loyal to the brand. Guys like Austin Silvey that's 100% loyal to the brand, and the TYGTAL team that's 100% loyal, because we cannot battle with these big boys. Ain't trying to. But see that story I just told y'all? That's just one of the millions of the last 10, 15 years we've been through. So if that's not worth $60, Austin, and like J. Lou was saying, that first timer, you know how many second and third and fourth timer we got coming back to View Day because they competitors and they want to do right. They go, we. And J. Lou just told you, they looking to do the same thing. And he switched it up on them. They said, oh, Lord, but J. Lou, can we train with you virtually on your training session before View Day, so at least we can catch up with some of it? That's what the TYGTAL brand, the View Day brand, the ESP brand, the eFit brand is all about. It's the kid. It's the backstory of the kid, because all of us got the Y syndrome. We don't just do this because we woke up one morning. I use experiences, man. So what I'm trying to say to y'all that's listening, reason why View Day ain't just this, man, give me all the 5 stars over here, give me everybody else over here 5 stars, y'all free dudes over here, pay me $200 a piece just to say y'all on the field. We don't care, because it's the backstories, fellas, the backstories. The backstory. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I ain't mean to. Man,
I
y'all know
know
I'm a
it.
passionate dude, man.
Hey.
Y'all know how I am, man.
Hey, before I get out of here, man, I just want to say that it's just been a very, I love I just love the art of movement. And for the kids to really get an opportunity to show their movement and show their weaknesses, because I want them to know that people like who really study movement, the art of football, basketball, every sport, that if you're only showing your highlights of your best stuff, imagine when we just in a box and you got to show all these elements in a box. If you really got the game film and you can show your movement in this box, you're going to excel to another level. But if you only showing your good points, your trainer showing all your good things, and then when you get to the coaches and you see the disappointment, it's like, but you don't have this. When they was going by all the things you done perfected, you got the ladder, you got the cone drills, you got the skill, but they just add for flexibility. And it's like, oh my goodness, you don't have it. We talking about a basic push-up. You lift every day, every other day. A basic push-up. It's just not making sense. No equipment. I just want to push up. And they saying they going to the gym every day. So I'm thinking we telling some parents now, scratch all of that. Rebuild. Stay out the gym. Stay up of that. Go back to your body weight push-ups, body weight squats, and rebuild yourself, and then showcase yourself. And so even Dre send kids and say, hey, let's watch this kid. Hey, I need you to do this before you even come back on here. Because it don't make sense. Yeah, the first one might be hard, but that second or third time, you're supposed to be showing more of those skills. So and I just want to say, man, Austin, it's just been a pleasure actually seeing you. I done heard the name. And with Dre, man, that putting together a system that we've been tweaking, and we finally got a regiment that we're getting responses from coaches all around the world and other recruiting services like saying, shoot, I want to jump in. How can I jump in? We got a system in place that can assist your company with getting them kids to the end goal. So I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, to come and talk. I had to get back to work, and I'll see y'all later. As I say, see you later. Bye.
All right, we appreciate you, J. Lou, and I want to say this last thing. Hey, y'all that's watching, View Day ain't going nowhere no time soon. We really think this is the new norm, and this is the new way,
norm.
The new way that we're doing things. So it ain't going away. Next month after month out, next year, we here to stay, and this is the View Day team. And Austin, we appreciate everything you do, man.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.